Guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room. I'm a feral mess and I accidentally spilled coffee over my microphone cable, which meant that it basically got kaput. It just stopped. So I'm waiting for a new microphone cable, which ironically is arriving at about 12:30 today. Yeah, and the time's like 10 right now. I don't have enough time to be waiting around for this, so next video I'll have a microphone.
It's not like sometimes you can't be brave, sometimes it's too hard to be brave, sometimes it's too hard to be happy, it's too hard to...
What I did want to be talking to you guys about is Colleen Ballinger. I just feel icky about the whole thing, and I know that you guys do. I know that a lot of you guys do as well. I can't even say that all of you guys do, because truth be told, she has the biggest fan army known to mankind. I kind of realized this, but I didn't realize it was to this extent until quite recently, until then she's come back and everyone is just like swanning after her all over again. Views have gone down, but she's still got a very chunky, substantial part of her audience left, and they will even drift onto like my videos and other people's videos, kind of telling us that we're wrong, etc, etc. I've noticed this. She like name dropped Taylor Swift and then also name dropped Zendaya into her video titles, when really like the Zendaya thing was nothing even to do with the video. It was like this little segment at the end.
You think that's mama?
There was this one video where there was a bit of traction with it, so I went to go have a little look, and one of the things I can't stand I can't stand about what's been happening now is that she's kind of using her kids as some sort of an emotional shield, considering the amount of things that she has done wrong and that she is being, you know, accused of. Some things have been proven, etc, etc. The fact that she's just so willingly wants to just show her kids again, like document her kids, like her little intro keeps on changing, so her kids are there, and I just think it's really sick. She recently did a vlog where she was doing like this little question time at the end, and she said this
6 months ago, and actually came with me to the show, and I have footage of this. There was a lot going on at the time, and I was not doing well, and I was really scared and paranoid and nervous and was having a lot of really bad panic attacks. Not panic attacks like how people go like, oh my God, I'm having a panic attack, I'm freaking out. Like literal, like doctors had to get involved panic attacks where like my face would go numb and I would like almost faint and black out. They were really scary. Really nervous to do live shows. I was getting some really scary threats, and I honestly was just like scared for my own safety. And anyway, I was talking to Eric at the hotel after the show, and I just was like, I was so terrified to go on stage tonight. I was so terrified. Sitting behind me playing this truck, and he goes, Mama. And I turn around and look at him and I go, yeah. I can't remember exactly what he said. I know I have footage of me talking about this somewhere for like my therapy vlogs that I did, but like he said something along the lines of like, sometimes I get scared too, Mama. And you know, I just say, be brave. I said that in like a year and a half or 2 years or something. And he said it to me in a time where I was not feeling very brave. And just the way he looked at me, the way he said it, I was like, this is the reason I have to keep going. You are the reason. Just his perfect little eyes. He was so sweet to want to like give me advice to help me in a time where he could tell that I wasn't feeling brave.
Editing. I just had this sudden thought. I'm not saying that her story isn't true, but aren't her kids like proper tiny? I can't really imagine. How old are they meant to be? Like, they look about 1.5. I don't really follow how old they are, or really most kids who are not my own. But, like, can a kid, like, just on what she was saying about what her son said, that's a pretty advanced sentence for, like, a child of, like tiny to be saying. I don't know. Has she got any more kids? She's only got 2, isn't she? I don't know. I don't want to say I don't believe her, but I don't know. Like, she was full on just like having a breakdown about the fact that, you know, she was just getting, you know, she was scared for her life and things, and then her son made her feel better and all of this. And whilst I was watching it, I was really confused. I was like, why are you taking your your kid on tour with you if you are fearing for your own life. Do you know what I mean? I kind of feel like you're using them as a bit of a... I just think it's really icky. I just think it's icky. I'm not like... I just find it really hard to believe. If you are really concerned about your life, and don't get me wrong, she must have been getting some really like hefty threats. Like, don't get me wrong, she would have been. The thing is that she was still carrying on with it, and then she also still decided to take her child like to the shows that she was really scared of. And the thing is that she keeps on like dropping these little things, like leading it back to her kids, and I kind of feel like she's just using them as, yeah, like an emotional shield. Like, you guys can't come after me. You guys, like, everyone was being so nasty and horrible about me, even though I did all these horrible things, and I was chatting to minors in group chat, sending them my underwear, la 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 la. You can't have a go at me because I've got children and I do all of this for them. That is how it feels as a summary in my head. I feel like it's a huge deflection, and it's something that she leans on.
Me to look down and see that, and every time I read it, I would think about my kids, and they, you know, truly are the thing that kept me going when I felt like I couldn't. And so that phrase, those two little words, means so freaking much to me, and really honestly saved me in a lot of situations. It's not like, sometimes you can't be brave, sometimes it's too hard to be brave, sometimes it's too hard to be happy, it's too hard to do anything. But for some reason, imagining the words "be brave," but like seeing face, man, that really motivated me to like get out of bed, to keep going, man. It means just those two little words, I just like will always like looking me in my eyes with such kindness and innocence, and oh, he's just so sweet.
And her whole persona to me has always come across quite childlike, but it's only magnified now that this has happened. She's kind of turned into like a meeker, more passive, more childlike version of what she was before, and I feel like a lot of that is to do with how the public will then perceive her. Because if you think about it, like, everyone is accusing her and saying that she's done these different things. Of course, a lot of it's, you know, proven, saying that she's done these different things, but then if someone doesn't really know of her very well, they'll then click on her channel and they'll be like, what, this sort of, you know, quiet, childlike mum of two who's just trying to support her kids because her kids are her world. She's not capable of that. And I feel like it's very manipulative. She uses her kids as a way of sort of deflecting. And that's the way I feel about it. Every other episode, even though I haven't watched all of them lately, but they're all just revolved around, you know, little bits of, well, and I found it really, really, really traumatic during the time of, you know, and it's just, she's never once said sorry to any of the victims specifically. She's never said sorry. She's never actually gone to the nitty gritty of what she's sorry for. Field editing, Amy. Also, just want to point out that, right, just want to point out the fact that wasn't like Adam, like, wouldn't Adam have been having like panic attacks? Wouldn't he have been fearing for his own safety? What about the other people that have like come forward? What about Josh when like all of her fans went after him? Do you know what I mean? It's just very like, she doesn't get it, and she's not understanding it, is what I'm trying to get at. She's never apologized. She's just said, you know, I've been accused of pretty bad things and stuff. But then kind of use your children as a deflector. Like, you're a grown adult. You are a grown adult. I'm a mum. I'm also a mum of two. And I'm telling you, you can't like play this bingo card of, well, you know, I've got kids and I'm just doing this for my kids and I've got to do my job. And kind of comes across like, oh, it's all the mean people out there, you know, trying to take away my job when I've got two kids to look after. And it's like, have you never been held responsible for anything in your life? Just because you're a parent, just because you love your children, just because you have to work to support your family, like literally all of us have to do in one capacity or to the next. Just because those things are true doesn't mean that you are not guilty of the things that everyone is accusing you of. Does not mean that you have to feel bad. Like, and I do get that there are going to be people that really like push it to the upper limit on, you know, the type of messages that people send. You're like, I'm not silly. Like, I do understand that she would have received some really hurtful things, yeah? She has caused a lot of hurt on other people and she's hiding behind her kids, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it when people play this card. It's like if everyone did that in the whole world, like everyone would be completely void of anything bad that they've ever done. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I feel most sorry for those kids, because those kids are going to grow up one day and realize exactly what is happening. Not only were they being exploited online by their mum, but their mum is like all over the news, all over magazines. You have a quick Google search will tell you everything that we know. Can you imagine? And then you're then thinking about the time where your mum was just so happy to like put you on camera, despite pretty much most of the internet not wanting her there because of these reasons. Do you know what I mean? Because one day they're gonna see that, like, the internet is forever. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. It's like an ultra rambly video, but I just don't like it when people kind of fall back on going, you know, but my kids. It's like, your kids are not a part of this. You shouldn't have done what you did. Don't try and like make people feel worse for you by dragging your kids into this like narrative, and don't bring them to shows if you're scared about getting attacked. I just don't think it's a good thing. Also, the rock thing, I actually like, some people were telling me in my comment section that it's literally illegal for her to be like collecting rocks in California, like in LA. Is that true? Because I've now heard it from various different places that you're not actually allowed to like take rocks and take pebbles and stuff from the beaches because of like erosion and stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.